It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic. These guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes 3 of us.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. You take a look at the Magic. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
Kevin, this team has come out of nowhere. And I think to impress everybody with how they've played so.
And before.
Well, Kevin, he said overall he's been pleased with their performances against this team, but even at 2-0 against them, he still thinks there's room for improvement. He said, we've won both games, but there have been stretches where they have outplayed us, and we can't let that happen tonight. Hard guy to please sometimes. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Hey, Brent, 2 monster defensive teams tonight, premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What do you have to do to get your points, the challenge of scoring?
You know, some of the great scorers in our league, Kevin, do a great job of realizing when a team has put itself in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
And it's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack them, even though maybe an initial roadblock or slowing you down. But you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out and get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates, maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. A look at the Magic starting group. Isaac out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Wells. Then it's DJ. And it's Peyton in at the point. Dragic dishes to Waiters. Six on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Shoots off the screen. That one falls. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, getting the ball off the dribble to the bucket is one of Dragic's strengths. You can't afford to let him get that close to the rim, or he's going to get you. You watch the Heat play, you watch their young athletes, and you think about the conditioning of all of their players. Allegedly, they have one of the toughest practice regimens in the league. I don't think guys get too fired up about their training camps, but certainly pays off throughout the course of the season.
Whiteside kicks to Harrell. Pass to Dragic. Waiters outside. Shoots over Wells. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job. And that's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Here's Whiteside. It's deflected.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Racking my brain to think about a player in the league who works harder than DJ. That work ethic is part of what makes him special.
Second free throw, no good.
And you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you'd think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
There's the three, and there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Payton. Wells has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Dragic passes it to Waiters. Picked by Harrell, and Waiters kicks to Harrell. Second shot opportunity. Feeds it to Whiteside. Great D that time from DJ. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic checked in for Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Payton. Waiters passes to Olynyk. Count it. Good. Olynyk's got his first basket of the night.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Tries again. He gets it in there.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Walters passes to Adebayo. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Waiters gets a wide open look from outside off the mark. Magic leading by 6. Orlando moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Olynyk.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Fires from the wing. Waiters no luck.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Applying some pressure there and getting himself to the free throw line. DJ's aggressiveness is paying off with that foul call.
And both free throws good for DJ. The Heat trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Olynyk a screen on Rogers. And Walters kicks to Waiters. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot is good off the backboard.
Good job of using that screen. Waiters recognizes when to hesitate and when to speed up. Good instincts.
And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now the second quarter. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. We've got Nate Wolters. Whiteside is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Dragic in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the 76ers played some superb ball. He finished with 38 points and was very efficient on offense. He picked his spots on when to keep the ball moving or to shoot. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Dion Waiters checked in for Walters. Right side a screen. Here's Dragic. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Dragic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. So many great point guards in the league right now, guys, who can do much more than just facilitate. Brent, how has that position in your mind evolved over the years?
I think watching these point guards play, Kevin, and their ability to score the basketball has been remarkable. There have been guys throughout the history of the league that have been tremendous scorers at the point guard position, but now with the emphasis on three-point shooting and less about point guards' traditional role of setting up the rest of the team, that's why you're seeing such dynamic play from that position.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Whiteside.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And that's the result that you're going to get when you drive into the lane before the D can get themselves into position. And DJ's not waiting around. He's on his way to the free throw line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Over DJ. Nice move. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Hassan Whiteside. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Here's Payton.
And if you have credits to give out, give them to Dragic. Stellar defense.
Here's Johnson. Stripped it away. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. Rebound by the Heat. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And this is why depth is so important. You know, next man up, and it's pretty much the philosophy for every good team in our league.
Well, you're going to have injuries. You're going to have nights where there's foul troubles or the starters just struggle. So you need a strong bench to remain consistent in this league.
A floater, and it's good on the layup. DJ's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's what we like to call a deft touch. And if you're a DJ, you know he's got that.
Here's Waiters. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Magic lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you had control of this game. How did it get away?
Well, we started the game exhibiting championship-level passing, which is what we're preaching. And we got a lot of good looks, got an early lead. We didn't pay attention to their strength. That's how they got back in the game.
We'll see if you can get back on top of things. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got DJ. Alfred Payton is out there with Wells. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. There's a screen. There's Dragic with the 3. That shot off the mark. The Magic go the other way with it. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Yeah, it is always a great feeling when you go the extra distance, double OT in this case, and are able to come away with that win.
Maximizing every chance on the offensive end. DJ is the man on a mission tonight.
Waiters dishes to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
And Alfred Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team.
Drops in the tray. And it's 8 points for Shammy Wells.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
In the corner, Harrell with it. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against a guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Right, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else on...
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here,
yeah.
Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. They set the pick. Here's Walters, covered by Payton. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Shot's good by Waiters.
Let's face it, with this guy, it is bombs away every chance he gets. You got to get up on Waiters.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Heat.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner 3. And when they have, these been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
Olenek, he's checked in for the Heat. Justice Winslow comes in for James Johnson. And a switcher also for Orlando. Rogers is checked in. The pass to Adebayo. Rebound by Williams. The Magic leading by 5. Ross passes to Williams. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Williams. DJ's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Walters. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Waiters with the screen for Winslow. And Walters kicks to Olenek. There's a good screen. Waiters for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Adebayo. And he converts the layup.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
The Heat trail by 5. Waiters into the lane. Shoots over Fournier, and it's Waiters again missing.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Ross with a wide open look. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, the defense does not appear to be playing together out there right now. Lots of bad reach-ins and not enough getting in front of the man to stop the penetration.
Winslow kicks to Walters. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Olynyk. Waiters outside. From deep. It's good from long range. Waiters got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second three of the half.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Nate Walters. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Simmons comes in for Terrence Ross. There's 42 seconds left in the third. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Over Rodgers. Goes back up. Adebayo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Vucevic.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He hits both from the stripe. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. The 10-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 25 points for DJ.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Here's Olynyk. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Olynyk. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Waiters outside. Dishes it to Winslow. Misses the three. Rodgers. No good on the shot. DJ has been on display for Orlando. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Playing for each other. You're scary good when you do it.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Harrell. And Walters checks in for Waiters. Orlando also making some changes. DJ is checked in for Vucevic. Isaac comes in for Jonathan Simmons. And it's Payton in for Rodgers. Dragic is out there with Nate Walters. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Winslow. And it's Johnson in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Walters. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dragic dishes to Walters. They set the pick. Back to Dragic. To the paint. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Hassan Whiteside. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. DJ with it. Whiteside's there. The Magic again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Winslow, the pass to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Here's Walters. Offensive rebound. Got a hand on it. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Here's Walters. Dragic with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. DJ with it. Right side's there. The dish to DJ. Now here's Wells. Out to the wing. And DJ throws it down.
Man, once he gets down that lane, DJ is not going to go easy. He's going to finish with some strength.
There's a good screen. Johnson the screen. Here's Dragic from outside. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And that's why Goran Dragic is considered elite in this league, by making huge shots like that.
DJ with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And they pick up 2.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And the Heat call time here. They trail by 6. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Miami. Waiters comes in for Walters. They double him with DJ. Johnson kicks to Waiters. Outside Dragic. Off target from outside. Orlando with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter.
A burst of speed down the lane. I like the way that DJ finishes on the move. Remix.
And the Heat call time here. They're down by 8. There's 21 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Walters. Pass to Burns. Waiters for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, he is an offensive weapon, especially when Waiters gets locked in the catch-and-shoot game.
And he commits the intentional foul. Seven seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Johnson in the corner. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Listen, Shaq, nice win you guys were able to get there. What mentality did you guys have down the stretch trying to hold on to that lead?
Shaq, the same mentality that we have at all times. We got to dominate. I mean, you have to believe you are the king of the jungle in order to be the king of the jungle. And when it comes to believing in ourselves, I mean, we are second to none. I mean, it's just that mentality coupled with my skills that helps us get these wins.
Oh!
Simba.
That's my king of the jungle talk.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic. On the road, they know this is a winnable game, but it won't be easy. A quality team with their home fans behind them, all
A beautiful evening in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Our setting tonight, the FedEx Forum. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Memphis Grizzlies, guys, they come in off that loss to the Golden State Warriors. And, guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
You know, sometimes you just have to.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, Isaac out there with Gordon. Then there's Wells. Then it's DJ. And it's Payton in at the point. White. And White slams it in.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Pass to DJ. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Gasol. And the Grizzlies with possession here. And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. There's the pick. And White kicks to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Payton. 4 on the clock. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Conley. Gasol's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open. He will make you pay.
And Mike Conley at 6'1", not the biggest guy on the floor, not the heaviest guard you're going to go against, but he does compete at the defensive end well.
The reason why, Kevin, he's tough, he's mobile, and he has quick hands for steals. His frame isn't an issue for him.
Brooks outside. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot no good, a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Payton outside. The dish to Wells. Good ball movement here by the Magic. DJ with it. He's up against Gasol. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Sometimes you have to be able to put the ball on the floor. DJ attacking on the drive.
Gasol, that's a 2-pointer, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gasol's got 5 now. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. This is the first meeting of the year between these 2 teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. DJ dishes to Wells. To the left wing. Shot from the low block. Gasol with the rebound.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Passes it to Gasol. He can't get that one. And Orlando the other way now. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
And, Steve, it seems like the league is going more up-tempo, more offense, better flow. What makes the biggest difference to a team, in your opinion, as far as unlocking a great scoring potential?
I think when you have guys that can go up and down, and you have 5 guys that understands the game, high basketball IQ, versatility. Let's take the Golden State Warriors. Let's take the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have 4 or 5 different guys that can lead them in scoring, lead them in assists, and lead them in rebounding. That makes the game fun to watch.
Best teams are always like that, though, aren't they? Got a lot of different ways to hit you.
Yes, and versatility. They can play small, they can play big, they can slow down, they can win on the defensive end, or they can win on the offensive end.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 8 points for DJ.
Cool and steady from mid-range. DJ looking comfortable working that in-between area.
Kilpatrick passes to Reed. Vucevic with the block. Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got his first bucket in this one. Orlando leading. The pass to Ross. Rogers against Conley. Rogers can't make the basket. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley up top, off the screen. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
When you allow Conley to get free after the screen, you pay the price. So good at finding room to shoot in these situations.
Oh! And DJ, just a tenacious dunker of the basketball. He has a lot of confidence when it comes to rising up and being free.
Down low, it's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. Rogers. And no good that time. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Magic Up by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Neither team able to build much of a lead up. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol has checked in for Muscala. Trevor Booker comes in for Reed. Brooks checked in for Parsons, and it's White in for Mike Conley. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. DJ is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Terrence Ross. Wells, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Rogers. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got DJ. Elfrid Payton is out there with Wells. And it's Allen Williams. And it's Gordon in at the small forward.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Heat was outstanding. He ended with 31 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
Kicks to Brooks for the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And maybe no team in this league more connected with its city than the Grizzlies are with Memphis. A common identity, grit, and grind defining them both.
Kilpatrick passes to Gasol for 3. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
Fournier is checked in for the Magic. The Grizzlies trail by 11. And the Grizzlies began their first 6 seasons, of course, in Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, hard to believe they're in their 17th season here in Memphis.
You know, they found a home on the banks of the Mississippi, a loyal, passionate fan base. It's a small town, but that fosters the family relationship between the players and the community. Marc Gasol, beloved in Memphis. In a way, I think he's a hometown kid. Went to high school in Memphis when his older brother Powell played with the Grizzlies. He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Memphis has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Pass to Brooks. Pass to Kilpatrick. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. They get the rebound. Booker. Off target at the rim.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Magic have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That one is off.
And it's interesting. I think the one thing you need to drive improvement is a desire to be among the best. I think DJ has that.
Here's Kilpatrick. And so we wrap up the first half. Magic lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We're able to get out in transition. We're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Elfrid. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at DJ in this one, he's been everywhere.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Marc Gasol is out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Brooks. Then it's White. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
White with it. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Gasol kicks to White. Wells with the steal. And DJ throws it down.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And you played. What was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose, his gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that one.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Davis comes in for Booker, and Parsons subbed in for Brooks. Now, here is Reed. He's tightly guarded. 6 to shoot. Here's Parsons, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
He's not shy around the rim. Chandler Parsons with the length to work inside.
Here's Isaac, covered by Parsons. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
The Magic making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Simmons against White. Davis with a screen on Simmons. Got a piece of it.
And there's a certain art to blocking shots without fouling. DJ with perfect timing.
The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's 20 points for DJ. And the story for Jonathan Isaac. As a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
There's the screen. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Magic lead by 18.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And White kicks to Reed. Back to White. Memphis moving that ball around. Davis sets a screen. Conley dishes to Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DJ. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Ross is checked in for Orlando. Fournier comes in for Jonathan Simmons. The baseline J. Here's Vucevic. And he lays it straight in. Vucevic has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Kilpatrick. Reed the pass to Kilpatrick. Fires from deep. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Magic leading by 18. Fournier gets a wide open look, sinks the triple. Fournier's got his first 3 points of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here is Muscala. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Over in the corner, Conley. Read a screen. Fires from the wing. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his second basket.
Conley is so adept in pick and roll sets. The defense never knowing if he's going to pass or shoot after the screen.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Reed, and Brooks subbed in for Davis. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. Elfrid Payton comes in for Rogers. Brooks kicks to Muscala. They set the screen. Booker with the screen for Conley. Now the pass to Kilpatrick. No good on the three. The Magic have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Now Conley. And that's not going to go. And so it's Orlando with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And here are the Grizzlies now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And so in the game for the Magic, Ross is the 3 with Gordon at the 4. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. And it's DJ in at the 5 down low. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Conley. Orlando leading by 21 from 6 away, and it's DJ missing. And for Memphis, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Fournier, and it's Kilpatrick missing. Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight, and it won't fall on the short-range shot from DJ. Conley with it. Now Payton defending to the inside. Booker. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, Steve, with all the sharpshooters in the league right now, we'll always see the pick and roll. It's never going to go away. Usually it was a small and a big. A guard getting the screen, the big then rolling inside and getting the pass. But now, because the players are sometimes, we see smaller lineups, a lot of guards on the floor, 3 guards at a time. Sometimes you do see a guard-to-guard pick and roll. You see different sizes combining with the most standard play in the league.
You're totally right, Kevin. You look at the pick and roll, the hardest play to defend, and now we have the pick and pop. The bigs are not rolling, and like you said, we have guard-to-guard pick and roll. You want to just create a mismatch, and because of all the spacing, it's so hard because when a guy rolls down the lane, there's such a long run for defenders now. So that's why the pick and roll is great, especially with the new defensive rules. You can't be in a lane, so it opens it up even more.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Nailed from three-point land. And that's now 9 points for Shammy Wells. Outside Conley, pass to Kilpatrick. They set the pick. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Conley against Payton. Conley kicks to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
And DJ throws it down.
Sometimes when DJ gets rolling offensively, he becomes near unconscious. We're seeing part of that here.
Gasol a screen. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Payton. DJ dishes to Wells. And DJ throws it down.
This is when DJ's at his best, when he's playing with an aggressive mindset.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Fires for three. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Gordon a screen. DJ passes to Wells. Here's Isaac. Brooks covering. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Gordon kicks to Payton. Second shot opportunity. Tries again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, this is what happens when you're pushing the action. DJ draws the foul call.
And the first one drops. And the new CBA hammered out Smitty last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. They got together early and seemed to be much more cordial in their negotiations. I think that's a wonderful sign.
I think the game is in good hands right now, and I was happy from, like you said, from the league side and the players' union side. You said it best, Kevin. They got together early, and that's why I think it was seamless. And the game right now is going so well, and they didn't mess it up, and I'm happy about it.
And you know what? I'll even go on. I'll take it one step further. I don't know if there's a professional league in the world right now that is in better shape in almost every aspect than the NBA. What do you think?
I totally agree, Kevin. Right now, we have a magical time right now in the NBA. Things are running well on the court and off the court.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
How about the rhythm he got into tonight? Unstoppable at the offensive end. And the coach was smart. He kept calling his number.
First one falls for him.
Chandler Parsons gives you a little bit of everything. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, he can pass it. A very versatile player.
Orlando dictating the flow. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baldwin kicks to Gasol. And it's blocked. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And DJ with the basket on the assist from Ross. 32 points for DJ.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking at the Clippers, they're coming in off a win in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star.
And it's the Clippers coming in from out of town for this one, an interconference game today. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Thrilled to be back in Orlando, the Magic ready for that home court advantage. And with pregame...
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan...
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the Clippers starting five. The heart of the team at the 4 and the 5. Griffin and Jordan. Teodosic out there with Rivers. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 slot. Los Angeles on D. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
And stolen by Payton. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Really enjoy seeing Payton concentrate at the level he does. I mean, he's used to getting bodied on some of his shots.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end.
And Elfrid Payton was drafted 10th back in 2014, played 3 years at Louisiana Lafayette. Very young for a junior in terms of his age. The story goes that he started kindergarten when he was only 3 years old. Man, that kid got an early start on schoolwork, and he looks like a really smart player, too. Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Gallinari passes to Teodosic. Picked by Griffin. The shot's good.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the right side. Lobs it up for Jordan. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Boy, incredible effort on defense, refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
Isaac misses. And the Clippers have possession. It's a 3-point game. And stolen by DJ. That shot off. Great D that time from Griffin. Gallinari against Gordon. Passes it to Teodosic. Left side, Griffin. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
Tries from 10. Here's Payton. And Griffin sends it back. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, we know that getting to the free throw line is almost a skill unto itself, Clark. Which players are elite in your mind in their ability to draw contact?
Well, Kevin, one of the first guys that comes to mind is James Harden, and Russell Westbrook would be another. So good at attacking the defense, putting their bodies into the defender, and because of that, they make it hard for the defenders to guard them without fouling. But those two guys come to mind right away in having that skill of drawing fouls.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, it's easy to admire the aggressiveness of Gordon. This guy is always looking to take it strong to the cup.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. There's the pick. Teodosic, the pass to Jordan. Kicks to Gallinari. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one is off. And Orlando will come the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Yep, exactly. And it also stretches that defense out a little bit, expands the floor for you, and makes things really hard for the defenders when you space and stretch them like that.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Evan Fournier's checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Payton. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Sam Decker's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Dwayne Wade comes in for Gallinari. Lou Williams is checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teodosic. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is Greg when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
No good from Ross.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Orlando leading by 6. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Decker. Gallinari comes in for Dwayne Wade. Rivers, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Elfrid Payton is out there with Wells. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
And DJ is selfless. He's all about the team. If it means giving up his body to screen for guys, that's what he's going to do.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered a performance for the ages. He scored 32 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Isaac. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Griffin. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Griffin's got 8 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Poke loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. And the pass to Wells. Good ball movement here by the Magic. DJ kicks to Payton. Simmons dishes to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Knocks it loose. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And DJ throws it down.
Can't say enough good things about DJ. When he's driving inside, he's a threat to bang the rim.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's Teodosic. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. The feed now to Jordan. He dishes it to Rivers to the inside. 4 seconds left. Griffin's shot is off.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. The second half just about to get going here. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Gallinari, the 3 with Griffin at the 4. Rivers out there with Teodosic. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's the screen. Back to Griffin. Here's Teodosic. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. Rodgers checked in for Orlando. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Teodosic. And it's Gallinari missing.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Clark, you were a fantastic rebounder your entire career. What do you feel gave you the edge over the other players in the glass?
You know, one of my fellow Buckeye greats, actually the greatest Buckeye of all time in basketball, I think, was Jerry Lucas. And he talked an awful lot about rebounding being more about timing and pursuit of the ball than anything else. And I had a good gift of timing, and I cleared.
Magic leading by 8. Decker with the rebound. Decker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beverly the pass to Decker. And the Clippers miss again. The Magic have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And Orlando making a change here. Simmons is checked in.
Love that mindset of DJ. I mean, really appreciate that he comes in wanting to get better each and every day. Hard not to like a player like that.
Wade drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
11 feet out, and he hits it. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hands.
There's the pick to stop the run. And the Clippers miss again.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Clippers trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the wide open shot from Decker. And the Clippers miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Wells comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ross. And Simmons kicks to Payton. Gordon a screen. With 4 seconds on the clock, Griffin with some nice D. And so it's DJ making highlights for Orlando. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey guys, I told you, 1 bucket at it.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Teodosic. Simmons is out there with Gordon. Then there's Wells. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's DJ in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. From outside the arc, that one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Teodosic.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Gordon dishes to DJ. Gordon a screen. Outside, Simmons. DJ with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Clock at 4. Wells. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jordan, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
And, you know, Wells has some leadership qualities to him that are appealing. I mean, he's a guy that the younger players don't have any trouble looking up to. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Los Angeles calls timeout. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, "Do you want this game?" Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
A nice shot by Griffin.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
And the shot is good. And here is Los Angeles now, down by 15. Teodosic, the pass to Griffin. Jordan, the screen. To the middle. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And it's 6 points for Jordan.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Gallinari in the corner. That three off the mark.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside, though.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Teodosic. Clippers trail by 13. Gallinari with a screen for Beverly. Griffin down low, defended by Gordon. They get it again. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Rivers. Oh, Griffin in position. Beverly with the ball. Now Payton defending. 4 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Payton dishes to DJ. They set the pick. Here's Isaac. His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 10. And Gallinari kicks to Jordan. Over to the wing. Griffin, no one around him. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Magic.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DJ.
Sheer dominance from him tonight. I mean, he could not be contained. A big reason for their success this evening.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Allen Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 13. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Here's Johnson. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Beverly.
And Beverly is a tricky player. I mean, somebody who has so many different shots to choose from.
Now here's DJ. He's guarded closely. Rogers passes to DJ. From deep. Offline. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.